So, testing the volume, testing the microphone. Looks like we're good. Seems like Instagram gave us a little bit of an issue with loading, and that's fine. Great. So I can see myself here now. That means you can see me. Perfect. Hopefully everything goes well. I've tried to optimize everything as best as possible. Just to mention, we're going to be starting our first Sydney, Tokyo live session with SPDas. He is an expert Elliot wave trader. This will be a little bit different than from what IT Trader does. IT does more institutional style trading like smart money, ICT, and SPDAS is more of a classically trained traditional trader focusing on Elliott waves, identifying patterns and price movements, using Fibonacci, timing entries and exits, etc. It can get complex, but can also predict both long and short term trends. So you're going to really like that. It's a different way of looking at the market from what you've seen before, but also it's a very classical, traditional way, which is really nice and works out really good. Elliott Wave deals with market psychology via patterns, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be covering the dollar index, Euro USD, gold, Dow Jones, SPX, NASDAQ, Bitcoin, Sol, Ethereum, Tetsuo, and a couple of other tokens as well, if there's time, and that'll of course depend on how long we go for. But yeah, this is the start of the essentially. For me in the Eastern Standard Time, this is my first Sydney Tokyo overlap. I was not part of the one the other day, but that's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm gonna play a little bit of a video for you, just kind of like to give you a little bit of a sample of some of the production that we're gonna be doing in the future. So I'm gonna switch that over in a moment, and you can check that out.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at FOREXLENS.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. FOREXLENS.com.
So that's an ad we made a while ago with the late Andrew Crystal, R.I.P. Andrew. Um, but it was a really great pleasure to work with him. Legend in the industry. He was a host on Sirius XM Canada Talks, Crystal Nation. I had the pleasure to be his digital producer and CTO at the time. We had a lot of good fun together, and some of that fun included talking about the markets via Forex Lens on the show and some other shows throughout the Sirius XM network. My background is in software engineering, hardware programming, the markets, pretty much anything technology related. That's in my wheelhouse. I study algorithms and physics, things like that. Huge into marketing, search engine optimization, you name it, low-level language programming, algorithmic trading, things like that. I'm a huge reader, and I really love this project, ForexLends. And we've been building this. I've known SPDas since. One moment, I think I got paused out here. Just making sure that I'm still streaming. Pardon me, I had the restreamer screen go blank on me, so I lost my train of thought here. But yeah, we're really excited to share this platform with you as well. The platform is built in React Native. We're also creating a hyperverse version for both MetaQuest and Vision, uh, all powered by the blockchain and agentic AI. We've recently Suo to bring a bunch of services through the infra that they're offering, which is amazing. I've had the opportunity to work with these gentlemen and ladies, and I gotta say that some of the best people I've ever worked with in my life. They've completely changed the way I uh, I do things and how my outlook on life in general. Really top-notch developers as well as human beings. So I'm really proud to be a part of that, and as well to combine our efforts and talents in a partnership to bring you this platform, not just for the live streaming and not just for the education and for the trading, but also for the mindset, the motivation, and really just trying to um, expand on everyone's knowledge and my own as well, and grow on a daily basis. We've all of us here at ForexLens and everyone at Tetsuo hold that same philosophy, and we're just really stoked to get everything up and running. You'll be able to connect your wallets to the platform, use the token in there. If you're a holder, you don't have to have a subscription, for example. You'll have access. The only thing that we'll probably be using the token for is for GPU and for compute. So if you want advanced AI features, that'll probably just, we'll have to take a little bit of that just to pay for those servers, but we're going to try and keep everything as open as possible for holders of ForexLens, Tetsuo, and some of the other partners that we're working with at the moment. I'm not supposed to say anything yet, but I will in the future. The portal is going to be released very soon with a new website as well, like a front end website um, for the marketing and everything like that. We're also partnering with a bunch of marketers that are top notch. Um, the other thing is that just last night I was speaking with, I'm getting disconnected, but just going to confirm that I'm not. Yeah, it seems like I got disconnected here. All right, let me double check here with the chat to make sure. Yeah, some people are saying that they can't see the live. Give me a moment to verify. May have to restart X. I'm gonna do that right now. Seems like I lost the connection for X. Pardon me, SPDas. I'm just gonna restart something here. Um, Saying that we're sending the data. I think X has kicked us off. Let me try that again. Hey folks, looks like X kicked us off. Sure, it was not intentional. Looks like it's back up now. Make sure. I'm gonna keep X open on the side window here. Just a moment while I get this Definitely not the intention. Just a quick recap, just in case. So our initial developer, senior developer, who was on the ForexLens team since 2018, from 2018 to 2022, has rejoined, and we're going to be speeding things along now a lot further and faster. So you can expect that Web3 and agentic integration in the platform sooner than we were anticipating. So you'll be able to use the token if you're a holder. You won't need to have a subscription. That is your subscription. And of course, any GPU or compute we may need to use for the advanced AI features, avatar features, quantum algos, etc. Those will have to be, we'll have to ask you to contribute. But of course, that is going to be going to that compute. So we'll make sure that we keep it as open as possible, except for where we absolutely need it. And of course, partnering with Tetsuo and some of the other partners that we have, we want to make sure that their compute's taken care of as well, that everything is kosher. But I'm not going to keep rambling anymore. I'm going to go ahead and give the microphone over back to SPDas, or to SPDas for the first time. And
I'll be more on the technical sides. We'll be touching base with potential Elliot wave counts for Euro Dollar Index Gold, Dow, SPX, Nasdaq, and also Ethereum, Solana, and Tetso. Meanwhile, if you do have any questions as we stream live, feel free to go ahead, and I'll do my best to answer them. So straight away, without wasting a moment, let's get started off. I'll be doing the live count as well. So hang on there. This is the daily chart of euro. By the end of the analysis, maybe we should be probably able to find out high potential trade setup. Which looks like it's a good time to start actually with 3rd of Jan 2025, when most trends are potentially setting up with this last quarter decline of euro. Okay, I'll touch base with a slightly larger term count. Euro, what it has done from October 22 until July 23 was it has covered the first impulse of a larger degree. I'm just changing the degree here. I'll be putting it as a minor. So in a nutshell, what we see on the screen right now is the first 5 waves at minor degrees. It could be the wave 1 of an intermediate level, or possibly wave A of an intermediate level. But one thing is clear, with the impulse in place, what we were looking for was a corrective decline at a similar degree. It has taken its own time, but finally we have that corrective decline also in place, which is an ABC here. It's quite possible that prices may drop a little more, or it has already completed yesterday during the New York session. And that's 3, 3, and 5 in the subdivisions. I'm not doing it, but I'm use an arrow quickly. That was a complex one. Wave B, normally it is a complex one actually. It went up as a triangle and then extending all the way through wave B. Now this leg was very tricky to trade on around the September 2024 duration. And most of the traders were on the long side, expecting euro to rally above that 1.1275 mark. But you know what? Technically, a three-wave corrective decline was something which was incomplete, and we were expecting a reversal right there. If we start counting sub waves here, just allow me a moment. I'll take up an impulse here. Wave C normally unfolds as an impulse subdivided into five waves or a diagonal. In this case, it doesn't look like a diagonal, but it's an impulse. I'm just changing a degree to minute. Okay, so wave one, at this point in time, at this point in talking, we can see that the waves are possibly subdivided. We can clearly subdivide it into five waves impulse without breaking any rule. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 are quite clear. Uh, Ideally, when wave 2 is a sharper one, wave 4 can go a bit sideways. That is still possible. But if we look at the last wave developed here in a shorter time frame, it looks like a five-wave development as well. So I'm going ahead and taking a chance of plotting this as wave 5 uh, minute. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 unless wave 3 is not extending. And the other one important fact which Igor just mentioned, that along with the wave counts we also like to do traditional Fibonacci ratios and support and resistance as well. There you see the Fibonacci is 61.8% support of the entire rally of the first impulse of a higher degree is coming or just around the corner around 1.02, right? And yesterday's low in the New York session was around 1.0230, which is almost there. And the last technical, especially during the fifth wave, which I really love and rely upon, is watch out your RSI. So as you can see, prices declining lower from the third wave until the fifth wave. And on the other side, when you see the RSI doing just the opposite. All right. So price is printing a new low, so that's a bullish divergence you can see here. We've been catching on this bullish divergence since a while now. And if what we've done is correct, we are either, and that's why I said it's a good day to start actually, 3rd of Jan. Most changing trends are being built up right now across major markets. And Euro USD, one of the primary currency segment that touch base on. It will be followed by across pound USD as well, dollar JPY. So high potential trade setup might be building up. So if you're an aggressive kind of a trader, then watch out for a bounce or an impulse rally from here. You can get in on the long side or resistance is coming up around 1.0450, 59, sorry. Wait for that to be taken out by the bulls, and then wait for a pullback. But the short side, if you are, I mean, the short side seems to be getting over. It's almost done, or we are very close to doing it. All right. So I would rather prepare myself to position, if not aggressively, but somewhere around the range. I'll try and put up an box there. This is where we would like to look out for long opportunities, somewhere around 1.02, 1.0250, the current price action. It could be offering a signal if you're watching candlestick patterns. Maybe just in a moment I can flip it for you. That is the candlestick chart. Maybe we don't have a signal yet, but maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours, you might be seeing an engulfing bullish or a morning star, actually. All right, so watch out for the signals if you are a signal lover. But this chart is now well poised. If you look at the slightly longer term picture, that could be wave one of a higher degree, or A of a higher degree. What we now have is a wave two or wave B in place, and this is where prices should be heading in the next several weeks or months. I would say at least 8 to 12 weeks are on the bull side. So watch out for the long trades coming up. We'll keep updated as we do more intraday sessions. Coming up next is London, followed by New York, by my colleague here. So that was the story for the Euro USD. Let's pick up the dollar index now. Okay, I'm just I'll quickly go through the wave counts of the minor degree. You can see the third wave was an impulse and extended its well, and the fourth wave unfolded as a triangle before the thrust wave 5 lower. So that was a tricky one to trade, but we've been quite consistently believing that is the first minor degree impulse. This was quite tricky, but it's you're passionate about what you're doing and what you love doing. It makes life simple as a trader as well. All right, that was a triangle wave 4 and then the thrust wave 5. What followed was again a very tricky situation where traders did get caught on the wrong side, but it was actually a complex ABC, nothing else. Unlike wave B normally came way close to breaking below that initial point of wave A, and that's where most traders caught up around the September 2024 time zone. Again, as discussed in the euro, if you look at this on the opposite side, you've got wave 1, wave 2, a potential wave 3, wave 4 doesn't break any rule. It's quite above the termination of wave 1. So that could be wave 4, and what we're now seeing is wave 5. Again, is not the shortest, looks like. So possibly we are now completing a complex ABC where wave B was again a W. You can see that complexity. We don't want to get into too much technicals at this point in time, unless you really want to. And the Fibonacci ratio, again, the golden phi ratio, the 61.8%. Believe it or not, around these times, 2023, 2024, sorry, uh, dollar dollar index was projected as going all the way towards the 61.8%. We were nowhere near that at that time. Now, if you look at right now on the 60.8% mark, one more technical indicator, if you want to add, that is again the channel, which is also being tested. But it's not just being tested; it's a throw over. That is a throw over, and so it's a beautiful pattern again on the Elliot waves, where traders like us like to capitalize on this. If you are an aggressive kind of a trader, start sorry, go on the short side and a slightly conservative side, at least allow the first support taken out on a 4 hour time frame. That is it. You might want to get support being taken out and then wait for a pullback to enter on the short side. But believe it or not, at this point in time, we are either done or very rally, which started around September. I was in a live session around down as well. That was something which almost took us out, but we had our stop losses below that low, and what has happened is past actually. So just to just for a quick brush up and to keep see that's this is what we need to do. We need to simplify the wave structure. 5 waves down, followed by 3 waves up, ideally leads to another 5 wave lower of the same magnitude of time frames. It could be an extension in terms of time frames, but normally the magnitude is the same if it is an ABC of a larger degree. So if you can just count points here, it's around 900 points. You can just remove the 1500 points from 109.49. That brings us to 98 something. Sorry, 95 something. And even if the ratios, we do it as an extension, we'll be pointing towards the same ratio or even lesser. Yeah, it's 89. The first one is around 93. So this is not a short-term trade setup, but it's a long-term trade plan which can give you several smaller waves on the short side for the dollar. So we'll be catching up again in the next session, on closer time frame, where on lower degree time frame, sorry, where this could be a lower degree wave, 4 in the making, and one last thrust higher. As you can see, if I start counting from here, that is wave 1, 2. If the third wave is extending, we are still producing that wave 3 rally. That could be a lower degree wave 4 and one more thrust higher, which would complete the entire rally. All right. So that was the story for the dollar index, and maybe we can move on to the next one, which is again a very interesting story being built up in gold. There you are. I'll flip the chart on the daily first. Gold is again a beautiful story right from the September 2022 low. So What I'm going to do is pick up an impulse. I'm trying to, yeah, but straight away, wave 3 minor degree goes right up there around the 2780s. Right, I have to take the liberty to take wave 4 down there, and we still have one more wave to go. So if you are a gold lover, a gold trader, or an investor, one the first glance says that the yellow metal has still got room to go on the upside. Now, whether or not it's going to go from here or it's going to dig some more sideways action. Normally, when the second wave is sharp, where we have a 535 wave two, uh, the the fourth wave it can take sideways action. That's a normal thing to happen according to wave theory. All right, so at least one more leg lower remains. I'm going to put some ratios, Fibonacci ratios. But if you're more interested in what happened here, the story is so beautiful. And so, according to books, happened there is the third wave got extended. Oh, that's not an ABC, that's an impulse. The third wave got extended. That's the minute subwaves. I'm going to put it across. That is wave 3, and then 4, and then 5. And I'm going to change the degree here to minute. And this is the beauty of the Elliot wave theory, where it's uh, it's the subwaves and the lower degree waves which form a higher degree wave of one larger degree. And if you are good at identifying those subwaves and the extensions, it really pays off. Okay, so that was the minute degree 5 wave rally. And to go a step further, sorry, wave 4, I should be putting it there. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so 5 waves subdivided. And that is also sub wave 5 waves. Before that, this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is also subdividing into 5 waves. That's minute degree orange. So if you are interested in learning the sub, then it's the best theory ever to go by. And that's one. It's like the father, the son, and the grandson. You can put it that way to understand. All right. So in a nutshell, how would you like to trade gold? I'll bring up the numbers just in a moment because right now minor degree wave 4 is still unfolding. Okay, so it could not be the right time for bulls if you're planning to go in the long term. I just mentioned that the fifth wave is still pending. All right, so that's the Elliott channel I projected, and wave 4, and we'll also take help of the Fibonacci ratios. Normally, wave 3 would end at the 38.2% of sorry, wave 4 would end at a 38.2% of wave 3, sorry. So that price is coming around the mid 2400s. We are somewhere close to mid 2600. So a couple of 100 points are still left. You want to still subdivide it into how is wave 4 expected to unfold? And here you are, you've got an ABC unfolding. Again, you need to change the degree here. It cannot be the same one. So I'm just shifting it to a minute degree. All right. And there you are. So wave C is being worked upon, and just we've done a couple of case studies. Wave C normally unfolds as an impulse or a diagonal. The first wave is an impulse on a 4-hour time frame. So possibly we are going to see wave 2 up there. So we've got wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and it's time it begins to cut wave 3, 4, and 5 towards the 2400s or mid 2400s. All right, so short-term trading opportunities are on the short side with the stop around 2730 zone and targeting around 2430, 40. That is a short-term trade setup or a medium-term trade setup. And from the 2430s, you can pick up on the long side. The story is going to build up towards. Let's find out. It's better to see the Fibonacci ratios playing up rather than me talking. So hypothetically, if we are correct in projecting wave 4 termination, then the fifth wave is possibly extending, or it should be extending all the way towards 3150 or so. And 3150 or so is a conservative, it could be a conservative. Remember, the fifth wave in the commodities, specifically gold and silver, can be an extension as well. It can go much farther beyond the Fibonacci ratios of 0.618. So 3150 from 2400s, it's almost 700 points of six, 700, 800 points rally, but it could be an extension as well. So it could go beyond 3150 as well. All right, so that is where the actual money lies for the trend traders towards the 3100s or 3200s. We'll be catching up on the entire move discussed here for the next several weeks to come on the lower side towards 24, 31st, and then turn towards 31, 3200s. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next one, I think we can flip towards the indices now. I would like to take up Dow Jones as a major case study. See, the part of the most beautiful part of the Elliot wave is that it has identified turns. Now, I'll take a time to cut a video and post. Maybe we can do that during the weekend. Absolutely. Uh, where we will touch base with on the weekly chart and go back several years to touch base with what Dow Jones are, where we are actually standing in terms of the wave counts. But in this, I would like to again the same case study from the same time frame, September 22 onwards, and rather than finding a specific trade entry, what I want to highlight is the uptrenders are passionate about and talking about easily over. We are very close to completing it. I'm just taking one liberty to print potential wave 5. I'm going to flip this to a minor degree again. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this wave 5 is not just 1 degree. If I were to flip the chart on a monthly or a weekly basis, there are 5 completing at 5 or at least 4 different degrees. That means uh, intermediate, minor, minute, and minute. So if I want to go back, it's also the primary wave 5 potentially ending here. So either we are completing, or we have completed 5 wave rally, or we are close to maybe completing it, maybe one more high above that. You can count 5 waves right from the minor wave 4 as well, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is where a slight confusion is arising. That could be an expanded wave 4 flat and could be a wave 5 rally. The bottom line now to clear all confusion is this price. A break below 41,600, which was a previous wave 4 of one lesser degree. A break below that price would certainly confirm that we are done with the first impulse lower. And then what we see is a pullback higher. Uh, and it's going to be wave 4 primary, and it's also going to be that level. But it's a very long story. But first things first, I'm not getting into a specific trade right now. It might be a bit earlier. I'm just wanting to highlight that 5 wave rally could be very close to completion in the Dow Jones. The same story is reflecting on the SPX and Nasdaq as well. So after this chart, maybe we can touch base with the cryptos, Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum. Uh, Before, if you have any questions, I can take along the way. All right, so be prepared here, brothers. I'll be bringing up this chart time and again to highlight what the structure is now looking like. But high potential trade setup is that equity markets are setting up for a major top. It's not a continuing 10 years rally as in what happened in 2000s. So you must have read somewhere 2000s and 2020s, another 10-year rally coming up. I don't think so. The charts are telling us a different story. Okay, let's pick up Bitcoin. And we'll come back to SPX and Nasdaq in a while. Okay, I did some counts here in my one of my previous live sessions, I suppose. So, okay, so let's use this anyways. It's again the same story, ladies and gentlemen, of October 22. There you are. I think it's November 22, where it dropped all the way towards the 15,000 mark, right? You must have remembered. See the beautiful 5 wave rally. I mean, that's wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, setting up the first wave of of one large degree. And then 3 wave decline, A, B, C, that's minor wave 2. Again, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 3, minor wave 3, and then a complex wave 4. All right, that was August 2024. And we see now is the fifth wave being materialized. There might be one more left, or it is just completed. Now, if we want to go into subdivisions of the fifth wave, let's do that. That is wave 1 for minute degree 2, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Be minute wave 3, minute wave 4, possibly minute wave 5, maybe one more leg higher. So what I'm going to do is flip from there And I'm going to change the degree to a minute here. All right. Uh, what could be in the making is minute 4 right now, and possibly we may see one more high above 109. Let's try and project which one could that be. That could be somewhere around 125. It is also falling in line with the larger degree wave counts done previously. So maybe one more high towards, sometimes it falls short. So don't count exactly on 125, maybe 115, 116, a print about the previous high, and start being a bit cautious over there. But uh, after 125, I think that would be 5 minor waves completing it, right from September, October, November 2022. Wave 1, Wave 2, Wave 3, Wave 4, and minor Wave 5 towards 125. And that could be the last wave up. We will also try and take the RSI here. Now, this could be the first impulse wave. It's not very clear though, but the RSI right now is turning up. It's turning from from the 40 levels. Now, when the RSI does that, it possibly could be wave 4 of whichever degree. In this case, it's a minute degree. So there could be one more leg higher, which is left towards 125. And when we are closer to 125, again we'll be touching base. We'll see a diverging scenario. We'll try and pick up a diverging scenario here as well, and that would be a signal where it's time to get out on the long side from Bitcoin. Right now, if you are inclined more, aggressive traders can build or start building long positions. The stop loss you can place right below that low, just below the 90 mark to be on the tighter side. Technically, it's going to go above 64, which is not going to give us good risk reward ratio anyways. So maybe you can just stay below 90 levels, targeting around 125 others. All right, so that could be a quick story wrap for Bitcoin. I think the next in line is Solana, or let's take up Ethereum first. Straight away, if we start from nobody to the station first on it is quite similar story. I mean, you can see the counts nicely being placed here. Normally the fourth wave would not overlap wave one. So that could be a exception or a truncation. But I'm taking the liberty to plot wave 5, changing the degree to minor first. So that is a minor degree. And if we start counting waves from the fourth wave here, again, we've got first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. And what we do is quickly change the degrees here. The more time we spend together, I mean, degrees, if it is looking complex, it's going to be simply understood. Me a while to gain understanding on the subways and the minor degrees and other higher degrees as well. But it's, believe it or not, it's really simple. It's not that at all. So that's the minute 1, 2, 3, 4 in place. And if what we have done is correct, we still have one more leg higher if we put the price action. There could be one more print above that high, somewhere around the 4,300 zone or 4,500 zone. Again, I really have a habit of finding out the RSI, what it's doing. Generally, at the fourth wave, this is the best thing, around the 3840s. So I would not be surprised if prices action rallies and prints a new high. The RSI is dragging lower, dragging behind. So if you want to capitalize on this last wave rally, if you can place a stop right below that 3100 low, go long with a target of around 4500. But if I were if you to make up big money here or big profits, maybe you want to avoid that 5 wave and aggressively prepare to go short around the 40, 43, 4500 zone, and that would bring prices extremely fast all the way back to the 2000 mark, the first stop. All right. So the fifth wave is just producing for Ethereum. Should be the same story. I'm not saying it always is the same story, but should be the same story for Solana as well. I think Solana is heading up. It might have just completed. You never know. Okay, let me take the minor degrees, minor wave counts first. Again, the same time, December, just 1 month behind. That wave, the first one, that's the second one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes my life easier. The plot wave 3 here, again triangle A, B, C, D, E. That is wave 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. I think 3, 4, 5. So this is still wave 5 in progress. Could be wave 5 in progress. So, and we'll also decide wave 8 price actually nullifies. Just give me a moment, please. So, in a nutshell, sorry, I just have swelling in my throat, which is under medication right now. It should be solved by the next week, I suppose. As the target seems to be complete, but sometimes it extends to 1.27 as well. So the next predictable price target for Solana could be what it's 369.70 mark. All right, but prices should stay above that 160 mark. If that is wave 1, wave 4 cannot enter the territory of wave 1. Okay, so watch out for 161. And if you're a very conservative trader, watch out for a break below 109. A break 109 is a confirmation that a major top is in place. It's not a point to sell. Of course, we are going to stay in touch every single day, 3 times. So try to move. Let's say if it drops below 109, We don't do anything there. All right. We wait for a pullback, and that is where we enter short. This is what happens after that. Well, at this point in time, I'm not predicting a short wave, but the RSI has already reversed from 30. Could be a first impulse in place. So Solana, ladies and gentlemen, just be a bit careful. If this is lower degree wave 4, it can drop lower and break below that 160 mark, confirming the first impulse in place. So, I mean, that wave 5 could be complete as well. And you see a diverging scenario as well. Previous low, previous high, that is wave 3, and that is wave 5. It's a diverging scenario. So in case of Solana, the charts are suggesting, not myself, but the charts are suggesting be a bit careful on the long side. All right, and the last one, if I may bring up, is Tetsuo. Let me see. I think that's the one. Tetsuo. Or maybe you can go against the USDT. It's not providing enough data. It's not providing much. Yeah, you're right. It's not providing enough data for us to analyze here. So lower time frame. That is a corrective wave up and then sideways. I think which one would you suggest? This one? I think I've got the same one right now. And USDT also I checked up. It's the same story. So it's a bit of noise. We are pretty much unclear about the trend here, Igor. It's a three. It's a sideways action, maybe a triangle forming, because you can see A, B, C, three up, again three down, three up, three down. So if it's a triangle forming, then the next high probable wave is going to be three up somewhere here. And if we touch base with the triangle boundaries and extend it further, the wave E, if it is a triangle, wave E could point at that trend line or the resistance line, which is around 0.02188 if it's a triangle. Yeah, do that. Yes, that would be better. All right. So I think for this session, I think I'm done with the major counts. We'll touch base with if there is any specific requirement if you have. Sure, sure. So over to you, Igor. Now you can carry on, or you can address the audience if you like. So
Hey there, everybody. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, so we went over quite a bit here. SPDas, amazing trader. Like I said, we've known each other for quite a long time, since around 2016, and we've traded quite a bit together. Uh, yeah, so essentially, what I usually do is I take out a piece of paper and a pen, and I take notes. I make sure that I get a subconscious imprint on what's being said, so I can also look back at it later. Even I know you could watch the stream again at I like to watch it at 2 times speed, pause it, rewind it, etc. But we'll be posting a TLDR uh, using some of our LLM tech, of course, provided by our partners. And apologies for the chart interruption there on Tetsuo. Usually we have that stuff figured out. This is our first session together in a few months now. So yeah, we'll get that sorted. But um, we'll be back on tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to cover a bit of London and going into New York. Then we'll start with IT Trader at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by part two of New York with SPDas at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, tomorrow at um, 7 p.m. We'll be covering just what happened after market close and cryptos as well. So I'm glad you're able to see the different styles of trading that are available. There's the smart money ICT style with IT Trader, and then there's the Elliot wave trading style with SPDas, and we're going to be expanding further. We'll be having the live portal, the Web3 agentic portal up. Uh, I'm assuming sometime within the next couple of weeks, maybe even sooner, with uh, minor features, just a bit less features to start. But all holders, all ForexLens holders, Tetsuo holders, will be able to log in and access the features. And of course, as we introduce GPU or compute, you'll be able to use that for more advanced features as well. So thanks very much for tuning in. I'm gonna just exit out with the video that we have here just to kind of keep things cool. But we'll be answering more questions and have more updates for you within the next few hours. I'll do a TLDR. You'll get all those levels as well, and make sure to rewatch, take notes, and you will be in a good position for the year. And of course, tune in every day to get updates. It'll be worth your while, and of course, it's definitely worth my while and everyone in our community that's trading with us. So, signing out, and thanks very much for tuning in.
Forex Lens gives you the edge. Forex Lens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. Forex Lens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with Forex Lens. Check out our performance at forexlens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your